Hello, my name is Янник Bенджamин and welcome to Contento Restaurant, right in the heart of East Harlem. Contento means happy both in Italian and Spanish. We are in the El Barrio. Within the last few decades, it's mostly Puerto Rican, Central American, Mexican, and South American. Prior to that, it was mostly Italian immigrants. So we wanted to pay homage for these incredible immigrant groups. It had such an impact on what the neighborhood is today. Food that we have here, the food's pretty complex. It's all Peruvian based with a little bit this kind of French and Mediterranean influence. I think the greatest compliment that we could have here that a guest can say is, wow, this is unique. This is our very small and humble kitchen, and this is where all the magic comes. This is the wonderful team. Domingo right over there with the hat, that's Gino, and this is the chef Oscar Lorenzi.
My name is Oscar Lorenzi. I'm the chef partner of Contento Restaurant. I was born in Lima, Peru, raised there. My family is big. My mom is the 20 out of 20 siblings. One family, one grandpa, one grandma, one family, 79 first cousins. And we always got together, so there was always cooking. There was always something to cook. That became my passion.
This is a tray that was designed and built by a good friend of mine. If I just have something flat, but someone bumps in, it'll fall over. Here, lock, bottle, great. This little spot right here, I keep my corkscrew here as well. It's a simple contraption, but it goes a long way. I keep my bottle there and I just roll around. There you go. That's how I serve. Like magic. The wine list, for me, it's an act of telling a story. If you go and you see a lot of wine lists, you see a lot of times it's just red, it's white, and France and Italy. And how we broke up the wine list is section 1 is called Wines of Impact. And a lot of the producers there have a social impact. So I have winemakers who have a disability, winemakers that are practicing regenerative farming. Then you have winemakers that are from marginalized communities. There's a lot of great wines, but they're not accessible from a price point. And the majority of people really can't drink them because they're just not financially accessible. And these wines that we have on our list, most of them, we have tried to make sure that they are financially in reach or accessible for all people. They're not burning a hole through your pocket. I was in a car accident in 2003, so I'm in a wheelchair. My partner, Джорджем Гальегgo, who was very influential in my life, who was my mentor, he's a paraplegic as well. So when we got involved originally together, we knew we wanted to create a restaurant that was going to be accessible for everybody. Not just for him and I to work here, but also for people to come here. So if you can see, we're sitting at a bar here. We have 6 seats. We can sit at the bar and both look at each other eye to eye. Whereas most bars, when we go to, the bar's this high, and then you're this high from me, so I'm looking at you. We also have menus in Braille. We also have adaptive flatware upon request as well. Forks, knives, and spoons. I think that's really important. And most importantly, we've created a culture amongst the staff where everyone knows how to deal with people with disabilities. What people need to realize is that we have over 61 million Americans that have a disability. I was working as a sommelier at 2 restaurants at the same time. This is all I ever did was work in restaurants. And so now all of a sudden, I'm in a situation where I'm permanently paralyzed. And then I had people who would come visit me at the hospital and say, Янник, restaurants are not gonna work out for you. Maybe you should go back to school. Maybe you should go back into the world of, or maybe you should think about going into the world of finance or in IT and technology. And I think, oh my God, I was thinking, I would never want to do that. I would be miserable. If you told me that I was gonna own my own restaurant, I would have told you that's impossible. It really came down to perseverance. It really came down to passion, it came down to desire, and it came down to a few people who loved me unconditionally and who believed in me. And also, you have to be a little stubborn and a little naive. And so I was both of those things. Cheers to everybody.